Hello, welcome to the queue. It is Operation MLEC 2, and it is USA UK turn number 7. So we're just about done. Turn 8 is it. So basically, what we're buying for the US probably won't see action, but we are with our $96, 3 infantry, 1 naval base, 6 bombers. So that's cool. We do have to throw a dice for a Chinese infantry that was missed on Japan's turn. The United Kingdom's buying 3 tanks, 2 fighters, transport, 1 naval base, saving $1 because I couldn't spend it anywhere else. So it'll be wasted. And China's buying nothing. All right, so let's roll for our Chinese infantry. Here in Yunnan, it was left off the battle order, so we'll roll 1 dice at a 2, and we'll see what happens. And nothing happens, so it's like he never existed. All right, so he is gone. Let's get that done. All right, let's move on to U.S. We got some combat over here. Let's see. We've got transport here in P25 grabs 2 infantry and an artillery. 1, 2, 3 into P14, and they land in Korea. That's a walk-on. The other one's a walk-on as well. Well, actually, both transports might as well go. 1, 2, 3. And this is from Queensland. I don't know what that C zone is because it's filled with ships. Is that P57? 1, 2, 3 into P28. We'll take the Marianas, which is another walk-on. And that is with 4 infantry, 2 artillery. All right, so that's there. The ships will follow because they don't need to do anything now. We've got this sub here in P36. Well, there's 2. But one of the subs goes 1, 2, and auto kills that Japanese transport. Always marked because I think I would have forgot that. So that is that for U.S. on the Pacific side. The rest is non-com. All right. So combat on this side. We're going to send this fighter, and he's going to fly over 1 anti-aircraft gun. He's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He's flying over this anti-aircraft gun in Western Europe. Let's roll a dice. At 1, thank you. That would have been a disaster. So he is in that battle in this C Zone A13. Let me go around the board. And we're going to activate our coalition attack on A13 in Norway. So what's the best way to do this? Oh, we got a crazy shadow. Right there, there's no shadow. All right, so we've got a transport in A20, grabs a U.S. tank, comes up from a naval base. 1, 2 into A5, 3 into A13, and we'll land him here in Norway. The coalition part, this fighter has 0 movement left, so we've got to bring our carrier. And I'm just going to put him here in this zone. We've got a U.S. cruiser. We've got 2 British destroyers, one from A19, one from A11. Yeah, 1, 2. For a second, I thought I couldn't make it. All right, so that's the ships. We've got from London, there's a U.S. fighter, U.S. tactical. From London, there's a British fighter. From Scotland, there's 2 British fighters. And they will all land most likely back here in Scotland. So no need to mark because we've got ATC. So that's 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, so this other U.S. transport that's in A19 grabs an infantry tank, and it comes up 1, 2, 3 into A5, and it will offload the infantry tank into Norway as well. So we don't really need to win that coalition battle. So that will be that. Oh, I'll turn it over. Who cares about the income? Although that'll put me over 100. So that'll be nice. Or will it? No. Oh, yeah, Korea's work too. So I'll be over 100 next turn. and nothing to do with it. All right, so that's the coalition attack, which is British and U.S. forces attacking 6 destroyers. Germany has elected to scramble 3 fighters. So that will be that. All right. So that is that attack. That's a walk-on. All the ground attacks are walk-ons. That's the only... As a matter of fact, that's the only battle that rolls. So let's roll. We survived the anti-aircraft flying over Western Germany. That was nice. I think my stand is a little off here. Let me raise it just a little. There we go. All right, so let's widen it so we get the whole dice tray in. All right, we have 2 destroyers. We have a cruiser. The carrier is nothing. We have a tactical, which will be boosted to a 4. We have 2 U.S. fighters. And then we have 3 British fighters. And that is our attack, right? Let me make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, we're good. 9 dice. There goes the attack, and it looks good. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So I'm sure that is the 6 destroyers. I'll wait and pull that off. So that's my hits. I'm going to move those over there. 6 hits. How about that? All the 3s hit. Everything else missed. That sucks. All right. So defending. There's going to be 6 German destroyers and 3 German fighters. All right. All right. Let's see what they do for us. And they did not roll well. They got 3 hits. So let's go over to the board and see what that looks like. So there's the 6 destroyers. And we're going to take the fighter that came all the way up from Egypt, and we'll take the carrier. That'll be 2 hits. So that's 3. So now the question is, now, do we finish this? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Why do we have 1 less? Oh, because we lost a fighter. 8 to 3. I think we do. I think we proceed on there for round 2. See if we can get those fighters. All right. So rolling will be 2 British destroyers, a U.S. cruiser, 1 U.S. fighter, 3 British fighters, and where's our tactical boosted? All right, we need 3 hits. And that's all we got is 3 hits. So the German fighters are gone. Let's get 3 black dice. We don't need the cup for that. And they get 2 back on us. Ouch. All right, so that means in that C zone, we have, if we lose the 2 British destroyers, that means we've got a cruiser and then that U.S. transport, and it lands there. Those 3 fighters are gone. So we lost some stuff, but we whittled the Germans down. All right, so that being said, while we're over here, let's just do the non-coms. This transport in A-19 with 3 British infantry will come up 1, 2, 3 into A5. And they will offload on the British turn. The battleship, it's a British battleship. It will have to move on the British turn. All right, so that is that. Let's move over here. Whoop, sorry. We got to go to the south now because non-com into Norway will be 2 transports from A-29 with 2, 4, 5 infantry and a tank. Or wait a minute. Let's just do it with that. 2. Let's see what we got there. No, let's 5 infantry and a tank, or maybe I just want to do 6 infantry. Let's see, 2, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 units. This transport's going to move 3, so that leaves 1 guy behind. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so they are going to go up into the cleared zone now because there's nothing there. And we're going to land them in Norway. And we're going to zip over to this side of the board again. For crying out loud. All right. So going into Norway here. Oh, 2 transports. All right, so I have to remember those were all infantry and a tank. So it's 5 infantry and a tank. All right, that leaves the battleship, transport, 2 destroyers, naval base here, 1, 2, 3 into A-19, and those British ships will be moving on. And let's move 2 guys and an artillery. We'll put them up here in Scotland because that connects to that zone. All right, so we're going to land everything. So that means we can scramble 6 from this airbase in Scotland. So that'll be the 3 British and then the 2 US. So that's only 5. So we lost that 1, but that's okay. All right. 4 is US. We've got a transport bringing an infantry, 2 artillery down to A-29, lands them in Gibraltar. The bomber in the eastern United States grabs 2 infantry and moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into Scotland. All right, so now that's it for this side of the board. Let's go over and maneuver our stuff in the Middle East here. All right, so our bomber will grab 2 infantry and we'll fly 1, 2, 3, 4, drop them off into Russia, and then land here. You'll land here in Stalingrad, or do we want to go? We'll go one up. We'll go. Let's see. Are there any German planes? There's that. I'm gonna have stuff here. Where am I going to have stuff here? U.S. tank's going to go 1, 2. So we're going to move him here. So he'll drop them off there and then into Kazakhstan. All right. 2 U.S. infantry will rail 1, 2, 3 into Samara. And then that U.S. tank will go 1, 2 into Kazakh. All right. Huh. Interesting. Well, it is what it is. What would be a different way I could do that? There isn't really no other way to do that. All right. That's how it is. All right. This U.S. transport's got nothing to do. It's going to come over here to P50. Yeah, P50. Just sit there. All right. So moving on to this side of the map, we've got 2 subs from P25, which comes over to P28. The sub that was here in the Carolines will go up 1, so that will give us 3 subs there. All right, the carrier goes 1, 2, 3 into, is it P28? Yeah, I'll leave that there. They're in P28, so it's unblocked. All right, and then 1 destroyer comes over as well. 2 destroyers from Caroline's will come over 1-2 into P-29, where Guam is. The 2 fighters from the Hawaiian Islands will land on this carrier in P-28. From P-57 up 1, 2, 3 into P-28 will be a carrier fighter, carrier 2 fighters, I've got 2 fighters from the Carolines will come over and land on Guam. Actually, I guess we're going to take 3 fighters. I'll take that chip off there. Put that there. It's the same difference. So 3 fighters land on Guam. The carriers have 4 fighters. 1 carrier is empty. The other empty carrier that's in P-57 will come up 1, 2, 3 into P-29. And then we will bring up 2 battleships to P-28. I'm just going to stack all this over here. We got 2 cruisers to P-28 and 3 destroyers to P-28. All right, so that is that. And all this Commonwealth stuff is down here. All right, that is everything. All right, so up north, we've got 2 strategic bombers. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 into Saka. So 2 bombers there. One of the bombers brings 2 infantry. All right. The other bomber brings 2 infantry up to the Aleutian Islands from San Francisco. And then the tactical flies 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the Wake Island. Because there's an air base. Well, I think I was way high on that. All right. So if we were caring about income, we would go up 5 to 61. But we're not going to collect income. All right, so let me make sure. Oh, we got here, it's marks. In Libya, that motorized goes over 2 to El Alamein. All right, that's a marker for combat. I think we are done. Yeah. Let's place our goods now. So our naval base is going here in Guam. And our 3 infantry and 6 bombers are going in San Francisco. And I'm pretty sure they're going to do nothing next turn. But it looks impressive, doesn't it? I mean, look at that. And now I got to stretch way over there for the 3 infantry. All right. There we go. All right. That is it for the U.S. We're not going to worry about income, but it should be 101. On to the British. They have non-com moves to Norway. And they do have some attacks here. That fighter was to be taken as a casualty because he wanted to take the territory. All right. So let's send 5 guys into Yunnan and a tactical. This fighter tactical will come out 1, 2, 3. We're going to go after this destroyer. All right. Going into East Burma will be an artillery. How can let's see if I do have an artillery in the tray. And we're going to take 2 infantry. So let me break that green ship up. And let's take that. That's 1. That's 2. And then let's see if I find an infantry. And here's 3. So that's the attack into East Burma. All right, so let's roll. I think that's it. Let's roll for their attacks. So East Burma, we've got 2 2s, a 1, and there is a defending Japanese artillery, which will be that color green. 3 hits, holy cow, nice. So East Burma is done. So we've got 5 1s and a 3 going into Yunnan. No, we're not. We're going to take 3. We're only going to take three guys. So we got 2 hits. Oh, I should have rolled it all together. There's 1 infantry in Yunnan, and he misses. All right. So that means I got to break that green ship up. All right, so there is 1. That means I need 2 more. All right. 2 more. Oh, you know what? I can take that green. That's the 3. Put that green back there. All right. All right. If I wasn't going in heavy, I needed to go in light. All right. Oh, we got to roll this battle here. So I've got a target select opportunity. And I bet this game I've done better than usual. I'm probably about 50-50 on this. So here's the target select tactical. Oh, it misses. Here's the fighter. It misses. Holy cow. Here's the destroyer. It hits. All right, so that means we'll go 1 more round. The tactical's dead. Serious, we'll go again. Unbelievable. Oh, man, I should not have done the tactical. That cost me. Again, with the British aircraft failing. All right, well, that is a kick in the groin. Holy moly. All right, well, it is what it is. So let's do some non-coms. Battleship transport, come over from P-52 to P-50. 1 anti-aircraft gun from Indochina will go into Burma, along with an artillery, 2 infantry. All right. Do I need that infantry there? Oh, did we? Yeah, they missed. So we got that back. He'll just land back in India. I think we'll just send that anti-aircraft gun into Burma. That is Commonwealth. The infantry in Iraq goes to Transjordan. The infantry in Sudan goes to Egypt. We're going to rail 2 infantry from Iran. 1, 2, 3 into, what is that? Samara. 2 infantry from Tambov walk into Moscow. From Stalingrad, 2 more rail into Moscow. The tank from Kozaka, 1, 2 into Moscow. the 2 tanks in northern Iran, 1, 2 into Stalingrad. All right, so always devastating to lose aircraft. So up here, the units that did not take place. We got 2 transports and a battleship. They will both move 1, 2, 3 into A5. And they will drop off 1 anti-aircraft gun, 2 infantry, and a tank. All right, so that means that's an anti-aircraft gun. He will slide up to Scotland. Or will he? They'll stay there. What can they do, actually? Yeah, we'll come up here because there's nothing that can attack London. So the 4 infantry will slide up to Scotland. The 1 artillery will. On the French turn, the French fighter will come up here as well, because we got 6 that we can scramble. So London is open. How about that? There's too many airfields here in Britain. All right, so that is it, I think, for Britain in a nutshell. Oh, yeah, let's place their goods. The transport goes here in A19 with the U.S. ships. 3 tanks for 15 go into India. And 2 fighters and an air base go into Iran. And unfortunately, I lost 2 aircraft. All right, well, that is it. I think for income, Britain would have gone up 1. So they would have 58 for next turn because they saved 1. But we're not going to collect it because we won't need to spend it. All right, that's pretty much it. Let's do the recap, I guess. All right. So let's start way up north. See if I can lean over without destroying anything. That camera went way high. Got to see the dog napping on the futon. Let's see. In Norway, there is 1, 2, 3, 6 U.S. infantry, 3 U.S. tanks. Oh, these guys that were on that U.S. transport step off into Norway. That was the whole purpose of bringing them up there. All right, so we already got the U.S. The British have 5 infantry, 1 AA, 1 tank. All right, what is this one? A13, 3 U.S. transports, 1 cruiser. A5, 1 battleship, 2 U.S. transports, 2 British transports, 1 Russian sub. Well, that doesn't really count. Scotland is, you know what? I don't need to really bring all those guys up there. So we'll leave 2 in London. And the AA guns. All right, so Scotland is 3 infantry, artillery for Britain. Oh, and 3 fighters. U.S. has a fighter tactical, 4 infantry, artillery, bomber. There's a French fighter up there as well. A-19 is 2 destroyers, battleship, U.S. transport, British transport. That was our combat. A-29 is a U.S. transport, Gibraltar, 2 infantry, 2 artillery, 2 AA there, who cares? Mech there, no effect. in Moscow, we have 4 British infantry, 2 U.S. infantry, 1 British tank. Samara is 2 U.S. infantry, 2 British infantry. Stalingrad, 2 British tanks. Kazaka, a bomber, and 1 tank. Down in Iran, there's 2 fighters with an air base that's new. Transjordan infantry, Egypt, 4 infantry. India is 7 tanks, 1 tactical, 1 infantry. P-50 is a U.S. transport, a British transport, cruiser battleship, Sumatra infantry artillery, East Burma 2 infantry, 1 artillery, Yunnan 3 infantry. Regular Burma is 12, 14 infantry, 3 artillery, 4 AA. Now that I think about it, I don't know why this infantry is there in India. So India is minus an infantry. We're going to add an infantry to Burma, which makes it, 15 infantry, yeah. All right. Moving on, we got a U.S. sub in P-38, U.S. transport in P-14, 2 infantry, artillery, Korea, Saka, 2 infantry, 2 bombers. Aleutian is a bomber, 2 infantry. San Francisco, 6 bombers, 3 infantry. Hawaii, infantry. Wake Island, tactical bomber. Caroline, left behind, is 2 mechs, infantry, anti-aircraft. In the Marianas, what is that, P-28, there are 2 battleships, 2 cruisers, 4 destroyers, 3 carriers with 4 fighters on it, 3 subs, 2 transports. On the Marianas is 4 infantry, 2 artillery. P-29 is 2 destroyers, a carrier. On Guam is 3 fighters. And that is a wrap, I believe. All right. Next up is Italy, and then on to Commonwealth and Russia. And I got to see how they deal with the German threat on Moscow.